Are expensive SUVs actually worth it? SUVs are everywhere. Some people love them for their size, comfort, and versatility. Others think they have ruined modern driving by being too big, too inefficient, and too expensive. But no matter where you stand, one thing is clear. Automakers keep making them bigger, fancier, and more expensive. That brings up the real question. Are high-end SUVs actually worth the money? Or are they just overpriced status symbols? Today, we are breaking down everything you need to know before spending a fortune on one of these vehicles. Let's get into it. Luxury SUVs are not built for what they claim. Luxury SUVs are often marketed as the ultimate all-in-one vehicle. The ads tell you they are designed to go anywhere, perform like a sports car, and offer the same comfort as a high-end luxury sedan. But do they really live up to those claims? Let's start with off-road capability, one of the biggest selling points of these vehicles. Expensive SUVs love to brag about their ability to tackle rough terrain. Many come with adjustable air suspension, locking differentials, and advanced terrain modes that supposedly help them handle sand, mud, and snow with ease. Take the Range Rover, for example. It has all of these features and more, making it look like it could take on the toughest trails without breaking a sweat. But how many Range Rovers actually go off-road? Almost none. Instead, you are far more likely to see them stuck in traffic in city centers, idling in the Starbucks drive-thru, or sitting in a dealership waiting for an expensive repair. Meanwhile, a Subaru Forester or a Ford Bronco Sport, which cost half as much, can handle real off-road conditions just as well, if not better. These SUVs are lighter, simpler, and less dependent on fragile electronics that can fail when you actually take them off-road. So, if you are never going off-road, do you really need all these features? Or are you just paying extra for things you will never use? The performance gimmick. Another big claim luxury SUVs make is that they offer sports car-like performance, just with more seats and cargo space. That is why brands like Porsche, Lamborghini, and even Ferrari are now making SUVs. At first glance, this might sound appealing. The idea of an SUV that can haul the family while also delivering supercar-level speed is an exciting concept. But here is the reality. No matter how much power they have, a luxury SUV will never handle like a real sports car. Take the Lamborghini Urus as an example. On paper, it sounds like a performance beast. It has a twin-turbo V8 engine, produces 641 horsepower, and can go from 0 to 60 in just 3.3 seconds. That is faster than many dedicated sports cars. But here's the problem. The Urus weighs nearly 5,000 pounds. That is like strapping a rocket engine to a small tank. It might be fast in a straight line, but it does not handle like a proper performance car. And because it is an SUV, it comes with terrible fuel economy. So you are spending more money on gas while pretending it is a supercar. If speed and fun are what you are looking for, just buy a real sports car. A Chevrolet Corvette will be quicker in corners, more fun to drive, and way less expensive. And you will not look like you just signed an NBA contract and had to spend the money as fast as possible. The practicality illusion. Luxury SUVs are supposed to be the perfect mix of speed, comfort, and utility, but in reality, they usually fall short in all three areas compared to other types of vehicles. If you want speed, a sports car will always be faster. If you want comfort, a full-size luxury sedan is smoother and quieter. And if you want towing capability, a Chevy Tahoe or Ford Expedition will pull more for less money. So if these SUVs are not the best at anything, why do people keep buying them? The truth is, most people buy them for status. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about next. But before we continue, if you are enjoying this breakdown and want more honest, no-nonsense car advice, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps the channel grow and ensures you never miss videos like this. Now let's talk about the biggest issue with expensive SUVs, the cost of ownership. Even if you can afford the hefty price tag of a luxury SUV, the bigger question is, can you afford to keep it running? This is where many buyers underestimate just how expensive these vehicles really are. One of the biggest costs of owning a luxury SUV is maintenance. A routine oil change for a Range Rover costs 3 to 4 times more than it does for a Toyota or Honda. A brake job on a high-end SUV could set you back over $2,000. If something breaks outside of warranty, you should be prepared to spend thousands on repairs. Then there is the issue of fuel costs. High-performance SUVs like the Lamborghini Urus or Mercedes-AMG G-Wagon burn through fuel at a ridiculous rate. Even standard luxury SUVs like the Cadillac Escalade have terrible fuel economy, especially if you do a lot of city driving. Over time, these extra fuel costs can add up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars per year. And let's not forget about depreciation. Luxury SUVs lose their value faster than almost any other type of vehicle. Take the Cadillac Escalade, for example. A brand new Escalade costs around $105,000. After just 3 years, it is worth about $60,000. That is a $45,000 loss, enough to buy a brand new Ford Maverick with extra money left over for fuel. Meanwhile, more practical SUVs like the Toyota 4Runner or Honda CR-V hold their value much better. So if you are buying a luxury SUV thinking it is a good investment, think again. So are expensive SUVs actually worth it? At this point, it is clear that luxury SUVs look impressive, but they are not as practical or capable as people think. Most owners never use their off-road features, their performance claims are mostly marketing hype, and they cost a fortune to maintain while losing value fast. But does that mean no one should buy one? Not necessarily. If you can afford it and just want one for the looks and status, then sure, go ahead and buy one. But if you are considering a luxury SUV because you think it is a necessity or a smart financial decision, then no, it is not worth it. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more straightforward car advice that actually saves you money. And let me know in the comments, do you think expensive SUVs are worth it, or would you rather save the money and buy something more practical? Now, go check the resale value of your favorite SUV. You might be surprised.